Hey good people, how you doing? David Taub here, co-creator of NextLevelGuitar.com. Hope all's going well and I hope your guitar journeys are going famously. We're going to work on your chord changing. I'm going to show you maybe some new chords, some different ways to finger and voice some chords that you already know, some different ways to strum, and to put it all together into a musical sounding exercise. It's a long series of chords that the goal is to eventually be able to play the whole string all the way through in time with different strum patterns and different rhythms, right? And this is something that you could chip away at over time. We're going to be in the key of A minor. We're going to be using most of the chords in the key and a lot of chordal variations. Now these are going to be all open position chords. We will play, I'll throw in the F chord in case you're working on that, just this little 4-finger F. And I'll show you a close-up to all these chords in a second. If you're not up to the F chord yet, that's okay. I'll show you a way that you could do this using an F major 7 chord. And you could work up if you're chipping away at the F chord. A lot of these exercises I'm designing at this stage in your journey is all about getting this muscle memory down. We're just trying to get your fret hand to remember these chord shapes so you can easily go through one to the next on autopilot, so you're not even thinking about it. So our first chord in this exercise is an A suspended second, right? It just plays with 2 fingers. But notice my hand position here. This is very important. All the fingers are very, very close to the guitar neck at all times. My pinky is going to be hitching a ride on that 3rd finger, not out like this. And then when we go to change chords, the next chord is going to be our D minor chord. Okay? Do you notice again, the pinky does not move pretty much. He's still attached to that 3rd finger, and I don't take my hand and pull it out of the cluster just to put it back together and find, no, D minor, D minor, D minor, right? We leave our hand in that cluster. Okay, that's so important. Then we're going to go to this F major 7 chord. All right. Now, this is a great chord to substitute if you don't know the F chord yet, and we'll get to that in a second. And then the chord after that is C major 7th, where we're just playing with these 2 fingers. But if you notice again, the pinky hitching the ride, and notice when I go from F major 7th, all I do is I move these 2 fingers up 1 string each. And there it is. They're sliding on the strings. It's not like this. This is wrong. F major 7th. And then, oh, okay, take my hand apart, C major 7. No, you gotta leave those fingers in that cluster. Then from there we go to an E minor 7, so we gotta add that 1st finger to make an E minor chord and 3rd and 4th fingers up top. E minor 7th. Then to the G chord. Now we're gonna use shared fingers where the 3rd and 4th finger stays down. Why take them off just to put them back? Because there's our G chord. We just have to move our 2nd finger basically over, basically off of that E minor 7th. We just have to move 1 finger to get to our G chord from that E note up to the G note, 3rd fret on the low E string. Then from the G we go to our C add 9, which again leaves these 3rd and 4th fingers down. You kind of getting the shared fingers, right? And then we're just sliding down the guitar neck with our 1st and 2nd fingers, 1 string each, to our C add 9 chord. Then from there we go back to, we're going to go to an A minor, to a D minor 7th chord. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this chord. Let me get my other fingers out of the way just to show you that my 1st finger is barring the first 2 strings, the high E and the B. And my 2nd finger is on that 2nd fret of the G string and an open D. There you go, there's a better look at it. That's a D minor 7, but the thing is from A minor, just kind of drop that 1st finger down to flatten it out and drop down the 2nd finger 1 string. And then to our F chord, just add the 3rd finger right there to the 3rd fret of the D string. And look at that. We have our F chord. Remember our F chord, our 1st finger is barring the top 2 strings. Like I said before, if that's really a problem, play the F major 7. But if you can get this finger down flat. It's already kind of flat from the D minor 7. Just add that 3rd finger. From there we go to our C major, which is just moving this finger up 1, this finger up 1, and getting our 1st finger on the B string, 1st fret. It's our stock C chord, but it's an easy change from F. See how it kind of like looks the same almost. You just kind of move the fingers a little bit, ever so slightly. And then from C we're going to our E minor, which basically we just pivot, 1st finger, grabs it, 2nd fret there, E minor. Then we're going to go to a G chord, and for this G chord, I want you to use your pinky G. We're using our pinky, third, and second fingers. You'd be like, oh no, I always play a G like this. Well, I want you to try it like this, because different fingerings, sometimes different, the way we voice or finger the chords, sometimes it makes it easier going to the chord afterwards. So when you're on that E minor, try it. This is a good exercise to build pinky strength too. Remember, don't just always work on what you're good at. You want to work on what you're weak at, and if your pinky's weak, this will help. So we use our pinky on the G, and then we're going to play another C chord, but this time, leave that pinky finger down on that high G note, and it's a C chord with a high G. It's the same, it's still a C major chord, but it has that high note, and it works that pinky a little bit, right? Still C. And then just take off pinky and third finger, and you have an A minor 7th chord. Let me get them out of the way so you can see that chord, right? So you're kind of going from this to an A minor 7. And then drop down your third finger on that 3rd fret and drop down that 2nd finger 1 string, and you have a D suspended 2nd chord. Then we're going to go back to E minor, but we're going to add a 2nd. So bring this 3rd finger over, 2nd fret high E string. You have an E minor chord, but we're adding that 2nd, give it a little different kind of swagger. G chord, but this time for the G chord, I want you to play it with your 3rd, 2nd, and 1st finger. I'm giving you a workout here. So from E minor with the added 2nd or 9th, just slide that 3rd finger over 1 fret, right? And you can play your G chord. Don't even take it off the fretboard. And then the last chord will be up here at the 5th fret. We're going to play a little A minor 9. All right, I'm going to play the exercise with a really close view like this so you can see my left hand. I'm going to play with that easy down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, strum. So check it out. Here we go. Remember, you know, this exercise to complete it might take you weeks. It might take you a month, and that's okay. That's one of the great things about learning guitar is you can go at your own pace. And you want to just chip away at it, practice it, you know, a little bit each day. Spend 5 minutes on this, right? The chords you're really struggling with, write the progression down. I'm going to list everything across on the screen. The chord changes, list them out individually. Right? Circle them. Ooh, I'm stumbling on, you know, whatever, the G to the F or whatever change, and then just practice that one individually, back and forth, a few minutes a day. It's all about that muscle memory. And at first, if you are really not familiar with a lot of those changes or those chords, just go 4 downstrokes, like quarter note, like 1, 2, 3, 4, change, 2, 2, 3, 4, right? Like A sus2 to D minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, change, 2, 2, 3, 4, F major 7. Just that steady quarter note, right? But you want to get by that pretty quickly because there's really no rhythm in that. That's not rhythmic. Playing straight 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and, right? Or straight quarter notes. That's not rhythmic. There's no rest. That's what gives music its life's blood, the rest, those repeated, and then we repeat them. The repeated series of rests is what the rhythm is. Another easy strum pattern, if you're just starting out, is just use all downstrokes with an 8th note feel. Something just to give it a little bit of rhythm, like down, 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 down. See, we're repeating our rests, and that's what gives it its rhythm. So it's 1 down, down, 2 downs, down, down, 3 downs, down, 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 right? Down, 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 down. Easy. You know, what I was doing in the intro, I was adding some rhythmic chucking, and I was doing some more advanced techniques with hammering on notes. that's something you can add to your laundry list as you get more and more comfortable. And I have tons of lessons on things like rhythmic chucking and embellishing chords at the website at nextlevelguitar.com, and you want to tune into those for sure. But for now, first learn run, then learn fly, Danielson. This exercise is awesome. You could even take those chords if you're getting tired of the same, mix them up. It's all in the key of A minor pretty much, so they'll sound good together. So take those chords, write them out, mix them up, because you want to get good at all those changes. So then when you look at a piece of music and it's, oh, A minor to D minor, I know that change. I have that muscle memory down. I could do, oh, G to D, I got that one, right? You kind of tick off all those changes that you see at first, especially with these basic open position chords. And you'll be able to play thousands and thousands and thousands of songs just with a handful of 10 or 12 chords, right? All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. And also, subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on that subscribe button, and then you'll be notified when we have new videos out, right? So thanks for watching. I'm David Taub, nextlevelguitar.com. You're the good people, and I will see you in the next lesson. Take care and keep on rocking.